Now, when we were talking about those particular different tunes, and I mentioned the word scansion, and that was the word, and I have to say the first time I heard that word used was by my principal teacher, Pipe Major Brown, and I hadn't heard the word used before. In fact, I'd never had a description or piobaireachd described to me or explained to me in the way that Pipe Major Brown did. And he really opened my eyes to what was really involved in the interpretation of piobaireachd. And when he used the word scansion, he was talking about the metric phrases. Now, there's no beats in piobaireachd. So we're talking here not about beats, but about pulses or accents. Now, I've written the word scansion down here because, as I say, I hadn't seen the word or used the word before, or had it used by a teacher to me before. Then it brought in accents. Now, a good way to think about accent and how it can, the effect it has on what we're playing and the way it can be used is just, if we take this title of this tune here, Lament for Captain McDougall. Now, if I say Lament for Captain McDougall, it's basically the way a computer would say it, yes. But if we start and we change the accent in here, see, if we put the accent on the first word, we have Lament for Captain McDougall. If we change the accent to the second word, we get Lament for Captain McDougall. If we change it to the third one, we get Lament for Captain McDougall. And if we change it to the fourth one, we get Lament for Captain McDougall. So that's just a demonstration of, or an example of how accent can change the music that we're playing. Now, in our time signatures, we have 2/4 time. Now, we seldom ever think, really, when you're being taught. My teachers previously to Pipe Major Brown never explained this to me or spoke about this. I'd get a 2/4 variation and it was notes, and I just played after the fashion that they played to me or told me. But a 2/4 time signature in piobaireachd, the scansion of that is a medium and strong pulse. Now, there's a tune in the book, The Lament for the Union, and my teacher, Pipe Major Brown, demonstrated in this tune as the variations are all written in 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4 time. And he demonstrated this very same lesson as I'm demonstrating right now in those tunes. So in the 2/4 variation, you get so you can hear the medium strong. Or there's a variation in the Blue Ribbon where you get a 2/4 variation. So the 2/4 time signature, as I say, gives us a medium strong pulse. Now, if we change the 2/4 variation in Lament for the Union to 3/4, we have a medium strong pulse. So it changes into so you hear a distinct medium strong pulse. Another good example of a 3/4 variation is the first variation in the unjust incarceration. see, you hear a distinct medium, medium, strong pulse. Now, if that wasn't played in there, it would just be meaningless notes. Eh? So the time signature and the scansion is vital in playing pibroch. Now, in a 4/4 time signature, you have a strong, medium, medium, strong pulse, as we did in McIntosh's banner. So if we take the same variation in the lament for the Union, and we change it from the 3/4, which was, and we'll change it to 4/4, it becomes, so you have a distinct strong, medium, medium, strong pulse in the 4/4. Now in 6/8, the time signature is strong, medium. Now a very good example of this was a tune, and it was first published in this book here in manuscript form, Albin's Anthology, and this was published in 1816. And if we turn to the Black Donald's March in here, it's portrayed in 6/8 time. And that was really the first printed record, I think, in manuscript of Black Donald's March. So it's printed in 6/8 time, which gives you Shee-yabrintai, bro, Shee-yabrintai, bro, Shee-yabrintai, tibre, Shee-yabrintai, bro, Shee-yabrintai, tibre, Shee-yabrintai, bro. Now, that's a very good example of 6/8 time. Eh? I'll play that to you to let you hear it. Now that particular tune is a very good example of 6/8 time. Now that was written in 6/8 time, that tune, from 1816 until 1935. And when the Pibroch Society published that tune in Book 3 in 1935, they changed the time signature to 4/4. So that changed the tune from 6/8 it changed that to 4/4, which is, so it changed the whole interpretation of the tune away from a march, a 6/8 march. They changed the tune then and put all the connecting notes in the 6/8. They put it from being no pulse to a strong pulse. So they changed the whole tune. Of the variations, changed it from 6/8, from that time signature, to changed the tune completely. So in the society books today, and the Kilberry book, the tune is written in 4/4 time. It was never intended to be played or written in 4/4 time. So that gives you a good example, really, of the importance of those time signatures. Now, many tunes that's in the society book, and I spoke about that with the Company's Lament, are written in the wrong time signatures. So that's something to really think about in your music. Look at the melodic phrase and try, if it's a 3/4 tune, apply the accent or the scansion to it. Now, as I described in talking about this in one of the tunes earlier, what this brings into your music are the three fundamentals of music: phrasing, light and dark shading or colour, and rhythm. And if you can't put those things into the pibroch that you're playing, then you're not making music. You're not playing pibroch, you're playing blank notes on paper. That musically makes very little common sense. There's more in music, and generally, and we talk about the blank notes on paper only telling you the notes to play, but what's not shown, or if you read between the lines, as they say, that's where you find the most important stuff in music. It's not shown on paper, it's between the lines. So this is what I'm trying to explain, even in those basic small tunes that we're covering here for really for grade 4. But grade 4 students should be made aware of this and try and understand this and learn about this and apply it in their music. It's a subtle thing, but this is what pibroch is all about. And my principal teacher, Pipe Major Brown, focused on this all the time in the music. There had to be rhythm, there had to be phrasing, and there certainly had to be light and dark shading. And he was a master at doing this. If you listen to the CD series, Brown and Nickel, you'll hear him talk about this stuff. So try and understand this and try and apply it to some of the tunes that you already play. The easy tunes to apply this to are the 4/4 tunes. So that's just a short talk to try and give you a better understanding of the scansion or musical interpretation of pibroch.